Okay, feminine morning. It's oh my god, I went to put my black trousers on this morning, right? I've got a pair of black trousers that are identical to my son's, except look at his. His are army trousers. Well, not army trousers, but his are cargo print. And it was very, very dark. So I happened to go out at 4 o'clock this morning in my son's army print trousers, cargo trousers. Camouflage, that's what I'm trying to say, camouflage. Camouflage is interesting. You have a policeman, either the police or a policeman. This is what happened to me this morning. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 42 years. Not once have the police come and checked on me. It was rather funny. I escorted them out of the park. Apparently, they heard me swinging. Right, they heard me swinging. Babes, sweetheart. And I'm like that. So I'd already got off the swing, and I got up at 10 to 4 this morning. The show must go on, right? The show must go on. And well, no, I didn't. I got up at 20 to 4 this morning. Actually, good morning, world. How are you? My finger is on the button. Galvanized. So you have no idea. There's going to be some interruptions, feminine, whatever you're trying to do. Just go with them. Let the wave come in, let the wave go out. If it's a tidal wave, just allow it to drown anybody that it has to. And I know that sounds evil. That's what you've got to do. Because what you've got on your hands are 2 sets of people, as I said the other day. You might even have 3 sets of people. One of those sets of people may well be in the sky. Take that however you choose. That might mean they're higher than you. That might mean they're as high as you. Do you get high, feminine? Can you knock it on the head when you need to? Can you answer the call in the middle of the night when you're told to? Now, even if this is karmics doing spell work, if they're sending songs to your dreams, if they're whatever they're doing, even if you play, I want you to play up to that. I want you to, like earlier on, I was sent a song in my dream, and I was sent some people in my dream that I haven't dreamt of for about, 4 or 5 years. In fact, actually, it's been longer than that. Last night I had a dream of some people that I have not dreamt of. Well, I've not seen since I was on the Isle of Wight. This would have been 2000, 2001. In fact, going back earlier than that, we may even be talking 1999 to 2000. And the number 2000 came up yesterday or the day before. That might mean something to you. Let me just get my cucumber and eggs and coffee on the go here. We always train before we eat, right? We always train before we eat. We don't eat until we train. You may have a different kind of training. You may be in the army. You may be in the police. When I'm energy... Hang on a minute. Sorry. Tap. I can't stand it when people talk to me and there's a tap on. I could kill. Honestly, that is enough to make... That is what set me off to get assessed in the first place for autism and ADHD, because I damn nearly killed Christopher. There was one day that he was home from work unexpectedly, and okay, someone might have come home unexpectedly and found something that this is to do with a baby, or you may be an air sign. This may be to do with a dead parent, a dead woman, perhaps. But someone come home unexpectedly. We're just going to leave that right now, because that wasn't to do with this. Unless this is to do with this, but right now it's still not to do with this. So Chris came home unexpectedly one day, and it wasn't his norm. I'd not seen this behaviour in him for a whole of our 6 months of our relationship, and then 7 years of us, 7-8 years of us sharing a house, separated. Suddenly he come home early one day. I thought he'd been sacked, because he never takes a day off. But he came home unexpectedly, and the tap was on, and he was trying to talk to me, and I absolutely lost it, because I just could not process what the fuck was going on. There was a voice while the tap was on, and oh my god, because the kids don't speak to me, they don't speak to me. I mean, when they were young, my in-between boy, the 22-year-old, he used to shout at me, and the younger one just used to fart at me or do some stupid stuff, but they never used to speak to me or try and hold a conversation with me while I was doing something like the damn tap. So I don't know what that means to you. Maybe you had to come out of the army or the navy or the police force or something like that. Maybe it was because of autism. I know somebody like that. His name is Matt. You may resonate with the word Matt. But anyway, so I've just been in the park, and at 4:10 this morning, it was roughly 4:10, the police began watching me from wherever they were. The police never, ever, 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 ever come to that park. And if they do, they're very quiet about it. Subtle changes. You're going to start noticing subtle changes. And this is because somebody, some control freak out there would like you to know, I am watching you, whether you like it or not. Oh, babes, they're not coming to see you, whether you like it or not. No, 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 no. This motherfucker is the other end of the scale. This motherfucker is going to send whatever he can to tell you, I am watching you, whether you like it or not. That's okay. I can change parks every day should I need to. That's okay. When I set my mind to something, trust me, you can't fucking stop me. Teacher, fifth grade, preacher, it's fifth grade teacher. You can't stop me. Okay, your police force, your army force, your watchers can't either. But if that is not what this is, which is, I mean, I came out of the park, I'd already done my 3 songs on the swing, to come back around the block to come home to have some breakfast, because we train first, right? We do not eat before we train. It's as simple as that. That's it is what it is, and that is how it is, and that's how it has to be. Doesn't matter what sort of training you're doing, whether you're any sort of training. All these people that go, oh, you must eat first. No, don't do that. Don't eat first, because then you're sluggish. You should not be training on a full stomach. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid, right? It just causes hernias. It causes illness. You just don't want to be doing that. Now, so I happen to have my green top on as well, so it all looks a bit weird. So there they are. I'm walking across the park, and there come these 2 policemen. What time are we on here? 7:16, 7:17 on my timer. Where's my mayo? Who's got my mayo? Oh, women, don't be stupid. You've got your own mayo. It's in the fridge. Right, yes. Here I go. Blaming the invisibles. The invisibles, the invincibles. Now, see the invincibles yesterday. Yesterday, you are invincible. Woman, you are. You are absolutely invincible. And you are invincible. You may have a team of people called the Invincibles. There was an energy last year before, of this scorpion energy. Now, I used to watch a program a long time ago, a group of thinkers, doers, fixers. Let me tell you what I thought of this program. I thought it was absolutely amazing. And there was a young lady on this team of people. Now, what she did was, what am I doing? Hang on. Wait, what am I doing? Right, yes. Almost forgot what I was doing, babe. I mean, really. I think someone's also got so deep into something they might have forgotten what they were doing. But there was, on this program, there was this team of thinkers, doers, fixers. And they'd be like some weird random problem in the world somewhere, and they'd get flown off here or sent off there to go and fix this problem. Like people that were stuck in caves that otherwise they would surely die. But this group of people would be able to think a solution, be it a scientific one, be it whatever kind of solution to fix the problem. But within this group of people, there was this lady, I can't remember her name. She was not like the others. She was not a thinker. She was not a doer. She was not any of those things. But what she was there to look after their emotional and psychological safety, health, whatever you want to call it, at 4:30 in the morning. See, the police got it wrong. That's not reassuring at all. The police just now are like, what are you doing swinging at 4:30 in the morning? It wasn't 4:30 in the morning. It was 7 minutes, well, it would have been then about 11, 12 minutes past in the morning. Oh, police force, come along now. Fucking recalibrate your watches, sweethearts. Now, but she was employed to do, oh shit, I didn't even put the eggs in there. Oh my God, that's because it's for coffee. Okay, she was employed to look after this team of people so that they were tip top, so that everything about them was tip top. Now, you know, if they were in relationships, to help them through that, but not in a professional way. But it wasn't. It was more of a. And she had a son. Now, this son was a thinker. I have a son, very much like that. I have two sons, very much like that, to be fair. One more than the other because one had a very different lifestyle as a child, very different, not a different childhood. They said they had the same sort of childhood because they grew up together, but the way they perceived their childhood, their options, their doors that were open or closed to them were extremely different. Thank God, thank you Jesus, thank you me, thank you all the me's, and thank you to my son really, because he made a choice. He saw his brother's behaviour, and he made a choice that he didn't want to be like that, regardless of what was or was not open, what opportunities were or were not open to him. He made a choice early doors. I don't want to be like my brother. You may be experiencing the same. But this girl, I can't remember her name. May have been Grace. I don't know. I'm not sure. It may have been Grace actually. And there was Happy. She was like a mechanic. There was Walter. I loved Walter. I really loved Walter. Walter was just so... he was perfect. I think if it's Walter, he was perfect for me. He was so allergic to anything to do with feelings. He would be like, what? That is my kind of guy. He's amazing. I think his name was Walter. I might have got confused. But yeah, it's just Scorpion energy. Yesterday we spoke about a leader and this invite. Now, whatever this means to whoever you are. Oh my gosh, I've lost her now. Let's get that fixed before we go out in public today. Wherever you are, you've got some sort of service watching you now. Please said to me just now, you alright? Like, yeah? Are you alright? I must admit, babes. Anyone wants to send two super sexy, very young police officers to me again like that, feel free. But like I said, I escorted them out the park. They came up to me. No, sorry while I munch. Really rude, but I'm doing it. I don't care. I'll tell you why I do it now. Because it's taken me a long time to be able to eat in front of people. It's been able to take... there was a time that I wouldn't eat in front of anybody at all. Not at all. I wouldn't go out for food. I wouldn't be in the same room as anybody for food. There was a time where I had to just be alone to eat. So now wherever I can, if I find myself picking on food while we're on a video, or the odd hash brown in Tesco's cafe where there's massive windows, I would exercise that opportunity should it arrive, because it's very helpful to my my social skills, my emotional health, my psychological health, because the time's going to come very soon where I might have to eat in front of a lot of people regularly. I don't know why that is, but that's what I'm being told. Just backtracking a minute. So, even if it's spell work, right? Even if people are sending people and places and things and songs and shit to your DreamWorks, brilliant. Whatever that means, DreamWorks. Maybe you work for DreamWorks. Oh, welcome. Not that if you don't work for DreamWorks, you're not welcome, because babes, you are 13:52, 13:53 on my timer. But you need to play up to that. So if you find in the night that something is trying to wake you, I want you to get up, do something productive. Yes, in the middle of the night, because all that does is it shows whatever is doing that, whether it be because you're dedicated to your job, to your mission, to your energy work, whatever that is, even if it is just a spell, right, or someone fucking about with your dream space or your mind space, your sleep space, what you do is you're showing that energy. All right, yeah, okay. Guess what? Break my sleep. Guess what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to do something productive with that now. Go shove your fucking spell up your fucking ass and do something productive with it, okay? Because that's what I do. It's great. Ordinarily, yesterday it was 20 to 5. Today, it was 3:24 in the morning. Me. Tomorrow I might as well just stay awake all night, right? Which would be really helpful to me, actually, spellcasters, because I've got a whole room to decorate and I'm running out of hours to do it. So that's just that. Okay, big love, mum. Let's have a look at this. This has come up before on my other channel. You won't have seen it because my hackers are fucked up. There you go. 1503, 1504, and 5 on my timer. Please, I've got my mind set on you. I've got a song list at the moment because of a dirty energy in the world that I've been asked to do something with. And it's funny because I asked a universal question yesterday very quietly in my mind, and it's very funny, only it's not funny. Very serious, because it means that the police are involved somewhere along the line in this dirty, nasty situation that I've been asked to try and disperse across a few other places, which unfortunately people will get hurt. It's going to be over the next 6 months. A lot of people hurt, but spread out in places that actually possibly, sorry to say it, I'm going to say it, deserve it, rather than a refined, restricted place where, you know, perhaps children and other people do not. And that's what we have to do at the moment. I can't give any more information. It is actually top secret to me and God. If God exists, whatever tells me to do the jobs I do, disperse the energy I do, get rid of the fucking people that I do, etc., etc., it's personal to me and them. It's top secret to me and them, which means I can't tell any of you. You know what? Even if I had a husband, I wouldn't fucking tell them unless they were on the job with me. And that's the other thing. On the job with me. This girl, you know, she had this son, and he was kind of on the job with her because he was a thinker as well, and I believe they were probably training him up. Someone may be training you up, want to train you up, trying to train you up. Listen to me, right? As I said, the police were very evidently and obviously not even sure what the fuck they were doing in the park. It was clear what I was doing in the park. I mean, it was, what a stupid question. What are you doing? I should have turned around and said, oh, you fucked hard. Like, stand to attention. What the fuck does it look like I'm doing? I was swinging. Now I'm walking out of the park past you and going home. That's what I should have said, except I still have the slightest respect for the police. It was obvious what I was doing and that I was fine, which is why I turned around, and when they said, "You all right?" and I went, "Yeah, I'm fine. Are you all right?" And they were like, "Yeah." We just heard someone swinging, and we thought we'd come and check it out. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine, thank you," and just walked off up the hill. And they were, you know, walking quite slowly behind me. They're not our local patrol officers. I know our local patrol officers. Our local patrol officers don't know that I know our local patrol officers. Let me tell you, because we don't have local patrol officers. I've been in that park lots of times through the night, all sorts of times of the night, all sorts of times of the year. It's not a thing. And you know what? The funny thing is, I knew to stop. I was supposed to do the rest of Look What You Made Me Do, and then I was supposed to do the rest of Tainted Love again. So when I arrived, Tainted Love had just started. Marilyn Manson, we fucking love you. Then it was Have My Mind Set on You, because that's the first on my song list of this energy. Then there was one more, and then I had to do Tainted Love again to do the whole cycle, which I couldn't do, actually, because, I mean, watch me swing. If you watch me swing all your life, don't fucking interrupt me. And don't be behind me where I could feel something is behind me, because I didn't see them. I could feel, time to go. So yeah, I walked up the park, and I kind of felt bad for them, you know. So I turned around, because I was quite in front of them. I turned around and I went, "So, are you two all right?" Because they were very young, very beautiful men, very beautiful men. I hope they have happy, healthy lives. I hope they have happy, healthy lives. I hope if they have children, I hope they have happy, healthy children, because actually they were absolutely beautiful men. They really were. They're lovely, very, very nice. Thank you. Very nice. What a treat. What a treat at 4:10 in the morning. Some super sexy policemen. But then they said, "Yeah, well, We were just checking because we thought it was a child. We thought it was a child. Babe, swinging like that. I mean, I didn't say that to them, but I should have. Because I know they were watching me for a couple of minutes. Would have worked out probably about 4:10, which is why I'm going to tell whoever you are this. Alright? You've got somebody on your hands that's going to exercise their right to be able to be in everything you do. Ignore them. Ignore them. That's for one of you. For the other one of you, you're going to have subtle changes, subtle this, subtle that, so that if people, places, organisations, things or whatever that have either been against you or for you are going to start showing themselves ever so slowly, because I don't think people know how you will react. Please remember, when you are on that street, you are in a public space. When you're online, you're in a public space, but it's people's choice. They choose to look you up. They choose to walk into whatever it is you do, say, or are putting online. If they are looking you up, it's a choice. When you are on that street, if they're accidentally walking the way you're walking, that's not a choice, sweetheart. Okay? And that is where you have to behave with a certain amount of decorum, a certain amount of, it's got to be, I would say elegance, but it's something I lack. Trust me, it's something I lack. And I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. But you might also have to get used to, this is the other thing, they did say, oh, you can carry on swinging, you just, but I'd already made the decision to leave. I didn't leave because of them. I'd already got down off the swing and across the park to the entrance of the child's play park before they even got to the entrance. I'd already felt them, got off the swing and left, or tried to leave. If you try to leave, I'm a tight as bed and set the house on fire. Well, let me tell you, sweetheart, no, you fucking not. No, you fucking not. Maybe that's what happens when a tornado meets a volcano. Maybe, sweetheart. Maybe, but right now I'm a tornado and a fucking volcano. And I'm already well aware who I am. I don't need to meet anything or anyone else. But you may find Mary C just going to stand there and watch me cry. That's alright, because I love the way you lie. They were stood there. They were watching. They were told, go to the park. So basically, you might find, whoever you are, you might find someone has been told to put subtle changes in. It might be because this must be the one. See, somebody's found something in you. That's what I mean. Somebody wants you on their team. That's for one of you. But for another one of you, and the people that want you on their team, right, I think they're going to start doing subtle things to see how you handle, I don't know, perhaps attention, perhaps someone having to come and check on you all the time, like being your security, I suppose. We did a video yesterday about you possibly an invite to look after someone else's child, or pose as looking after someone else's child, when really you are the security. But you might be being prepped for, right, this is what life will be like for you the whole time. You're going to have eyes on you the whole time. And if you're anything like I am, and you already are aware, I've got the whole fucking universe. I've got the whole damn skies eyes on me all the time. All the time. I don't know what the police think how they will make any difference to me whatsoever. But I'll do the same, whether you're in the sky, whether you're on the ground. If I feel your energy and I don't like it because you're deceiving me, I will fucking get up, pick up my coat, pick up my beer, babes, and I'm leaving. Regardless to who you are, or what you do, or why you're there. If I feel you're there and I feel you're deceiving me, sweetheart, I'm fucking leaving. That's exactly what I did. It was all very nice, it was all very lovely, and I thanked them. I said, you can't. They're like, why do you come this time of night? I was like, do you know what it's like trying to swing on these swings in daytime? They're like, no. I was like, well, The children look at you like, what are you doing on our swing, you fucking 42-year-old weirdo? I said to him, it's great exercise, great training, you should try it. And they just looked at each other and sort of smiled. I was like, no, really, you should. Especially on those swings. Because I've blessed those swings. I tell you what, the more I bless those swings, the more I see people, children, even adults now on those swings doing near enough what I do, which is great. It's great. But yeah, you may have one of you may have somebody that is subtly trying to say, right, we're going to slowly bring in what you haven't been able to physically see. Just see how you handle it. But you've got this other group of people, right, that are trying their hardest to go, we're watching you. We're watching you. You're not going to be able to move because we're watching you. Send them to me, sweetheart. Just ignore them and send their energy to me because I'm going to deal with them for you. Okay? I'm going to deal with them for whoever you are. I've got to go. I've got a lot to do before I leave for the day on my date. I've decided it's a date. I've decided. I'm just going to go with it. I've decided I'm going on a date with Simon today. And if something happens and he messages me, or if I turn my do not disturb off, 16 then. If I turn my do not disturb off and find it's been cancelled or he's cancelled it, I'm going to go anyway and see if he's there. And then I'm going to say, yo, did you send me his text message? And if he says no, it's going to be fucking trouble, energetic trouble with everybody. So I've decided I'm going to be calling this a date. I am, just fuck it, put my hands in the air. I'm not in love with Simon. Absolutely not. I am in love, but it's not with Simon. But I'm going to be calling this a date. Yes, I am. Fuck it, I'm going on a date with Simon. I'm just going to embrace it. Because then it's like something I want to do. Okay, I'm looking at number 4. Fucking fantastic. I'm going to embrace it because then it's not a chore, right? It's not a chore. It's not something that I'm concerned about or worried about because I'm choosing to do it. So I've got to fix my nails. And I will see you guys later. Do me a favour. You know, if you find people around you watching you, things like that, this may well be, as I said, it may well be people trying to possibly show you now, all right, look, we're going to show you slowly but surely, because I've had this energy for quite some time that there's been a group of people, this could be army, it could be army police, but you might be shown through the police, I don't know, and it's hard for me because I've got this terrorist thing to be, there's going to be a terror attack, okay, I'm just going to say it. It's going to be a terror attack if I can't stop it. And when I say if I can't stop it and a terror attack, and I mean very similar to the Twin Towers, right? And I've got between now 6 months and a year's time-ish, about a year, to try and disperse this over the course of time, hopefully. Otherwise, there's going to be a very big terror attack, and it's going to be probably worse than the Twin Towers. I got this information last year. I wasn't allowed to work on it because the way I was being treated. And I'm now allowed to work on it for a different reason, which I'm grateful for because that's my job. And I love to work, right? I love to work in this sort of work. It's costing me a fucking fortune now. It really is, on nails, on coffees, on this, on that. It's fucking just makes me very, very, very cross with people that are ungrateful. But there we go. I've got some pearls that I can sell. Well, they're not pearls, they're like false pearls, but they're Mikado pearls. I think I could sell those probably to make a few quid. Because when I have to go into a cafe, I have to go into a cafe. If I need a fiver a day to go into a cafe and have a cup of coffee because I have to see something in a bush or hear a conversation because that's going to help me channel energy to stop a damn terrorist attack, that's what the fuck I need. You know, and these people, they don't damn well fucking understand it. They just think that I want to be what? Living the high life, apparently. Apparently, I want to live the high life. Tesco's Cafe, £3.60 coffee each day, apparently is living the high life. I don't need the high life. I don't need the finer things in life. I don't need any of that shit. I just need to be able to get the fuck on and do my job and afford to do it. Afford to make my home look what is comfortable to me personally, so I can do my damn job, to my children, so I can do my fucking job, to get the pool table ready so I can get the wall out so I can do my, it's all about doing my job. And it's not about doing a job for me, it's about doing a job for all the fucking them, you know, ungrateful fucking tossers, every single one of them. But there we go. I don't know why I expected anything else. That was my one mistake, you know, to expect anybody to be decent. So these people, you know, they may be trying to subtly show you, yeah, we're watching you and we know and all this lot. We've been watching you for quite some time. They may be the good guys. Maybe. But you may also have a group of bad guys. One of which that basically may well be in a different country to you. Thank fuck, because this was going on last year and the year before. Around this time in the morning would be when someone else would be roughly falling asleep because they're 4 or 5 hours behind, which means they'd be going to bed roughly and then they'd be fucking doing whatever they do at night to get me up at 3, 4 in the morning to do NG work for them. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. They're going to come here and pay me? No. They're going to come and ask me? No. So they ain't getting my services, and that's a fact. That's a fact. I don't care who they are. Couldn't give a fuck. Couldn't give a fuck, especially now. You know what? Any of you out there, you know, on this channel, do me one favour and learn very quickly something that full-grown men, possibly army-trained, police-trained, fucking sky-trained men could not grasp. To my face, you got something to say it to my face. Or just don't say it at all, because I'm not interested. Alright, if I feel you behind me, I will get up and leave. If I feel you'll be deceiving me, I'll get the fuck up and leave. And trust me, there's someone on this planet that can vouch for that. Trust me, someone on this planet that can vouch for, if I think you're being a sneaky, heartbreaking, deceiving motherfucker, I'm going to get my coat, I'm going to get my drink, I'm going to get up and I'm going to fucking leave. And I don't give a fuck who or what I'm walking away from. And I suggest feminines, masculines, you do the same. Have a great day, guys.